Hi friends, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about why I got the Canon G7X Mark III in 2021. I've been meaning to get a vlog camera for a while now, and I've been using my iPhone previously to film all my videos. All things considered, I thought that I would get this vlog camera. I am by means no tech expert. I actually don't understand a lot of things about a camera, but I did what anyone would do. I went to YouTube, watched a bunch of reviews, and yeah, that made me narrow it down to the G7X Mark III. So after much research, the only real competition that this camera has is the Sony ZV-1, and I know a lot of people that ended up choosing that model over this, but I also know a lot of people that ended up choosing this. So let me list out my reasons of why I ended up getting this camera over the more popular Sony. So the first reason is a lot of people said that the G7X has a much better stabilization over the Sony, and as a vlogger, I definitely need a camera that has good stabilization, because especially when I'm going out and when I film with my iPhone, like you can clearly tell that some of the footage is very shaky. And I know there are like softwares out there that you can input the file and it will help fix the stabilization issues, but honestly, if I'm gonna buy a camera, I don't want to go through the extra steps of having a software to do it. And the second reason is more of a personal preference than anything, but I just preferred a front flipping camera over a side flipping one, because I tend to look at the actual screen a lot of the times rather than looking into the camera. And I think especially when you're vlogging, it is like very obvious that you're not looking into the camera, and that sometimes is a bit annoying. But compared to looking up a bit and you're looking all the way to the side, it is so much more obvious when you're like looking to the side of the screen rather than just looking up a bit. So another point is also Canon just has a better like color over Sony, and once again, like, color is very subjective. It's something that could be fixed in post-production as well, but I don't really want to have to do color correcting in post-production. I just want to have like as easy of journey as possible with editing. So like I said, I don't really know how to do it, so I just wanted a camera that is able to do it for me at all times. So yeah, that's why I got it. So this is the camera, and I've gone ahead and attached the handheld strap that comes with it. And this is the box that it came with. I think all Canon cameras come with the free SD card, so my camera came with a free 32GB SD card, and it also comes with the battery and the battery chargers. But to be honest, I haven't even opened this because I've just been charging it with the USB-C cable, so pretty standard stuff. But one thing that I use personally for this camera is a tripod. So this was a tripod that I used previously for my iPhone as well, but it's very easy to use. You have the screw here and you just twist it and then you're good to go. So yeah, that's that. I think it's pretty much the same with most pocket-sized handheld cameras. So I have the Canon G7X and my iPhone here shooting side by side, and okay, I think you can tell that my eye is shifting back and forth between the two cameras, and this is just like a side by side to see how the footage is like in my iPhone, which is what I've been using to film all this while, and as well as the Canon. So right off the bat, from what I can tell here itself, the iPhone has a very yellow color. I'm not sure why, because it's the exact same lighting, but the Canon has a much more like livelier tone. That's quite interesting, but I will see how it looks like in post-production. So now we've moved on to the, I suppose, biggest downfall of this camera, which is the autofocus feature that a lot of people don't really like because they say that it takes forever to get it into focus. So I'm not sure if you realized it, but I switched out my iPhone to the G7X, so I'm currently filming on the G7X. Personally, I do think that the autofocus could use some improving. I've brought it out to try vlogging, and especially when there are more than one person in the video, it does take a while to get it into focus. But I must say that it's not as bad as what everybody has been making it out to be. I'm not sure it's because I got this in November with the level 11 sale, so it is probably as updated as it can get based on the firmware and so on. So maybe that's why the issue isn't that bad, but the way that people made it out to seem was that it couldn't focus on anything at all. But I will stress this again, compared to the Sony is so much better when it comes to the autofocus, but when I weighed it against the other benefits that I mentioned previously, I think the autofocus was still kind of an acceptable problem for me, because I could just tap it on the screen and then yeah, it just comes into focus. So autofocus wise, it does take a while, but wanted to, you can just manually tap on the screen and then it focuses. So let me just try to maybe show some items. So this is to see like how fast the thing focuses. So this is the book, it's focused, and then now I'm back. The book. Yeah, so it takes about like 2 to 3 seconds to get things in focus, and of course I'm just sitting down and filming a video, so it should focus like quite fast. Like, okay, this is already in focus and I'm back, it's in focus. This was the main point for me, is that mostly I film a lot of sitting down videos as well, on top of vlogs, especially when I'm showing my skincare products. I do want it to focus quite fast, and they're all probably the size of like this mouse. Yeah, and this speed is still okay for me, like, but granted, I just had this camera for like 2 weeks now, so I haven't really been out in a very crowded place to test out how the autofocus works when there are a lot of people. But you know, so far with the 2 weeks of use that I had, I don't think the autofocus is as bad as what everyone makes it out to be. But I will maybe do a full in-depth review after I had a chance to do proper vlogging. So far I only brought it out like once or twice, and there weren't that many people around to like for the camera to not be able to just focus on me. So at the end of the day, you just gotta do your own research and see what are the specifications that you need for what type of videos or photos that you'll be taking. So yeah, personally for me, I needed a camera for like vlogging as well as to film sit down videos, and this camera checked my boxes. So let me know what you guys think about the camera. I know this is very 50-50. People either hate this camera or they love it. So yeah, let me know what you guys use to film your videos as well. I'm curious to know. Thanks for watching this video. If you guys want to see more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye!